So we know that the utility companies, that they use creosote. I don't have any creosote. You probably don't have any creosote either, nor do I know where to get it. What I do have is used motor oil from changing the oil in the cars, right? Now, I know you're typing right now, the pseudo-environmentalist, and you're going to have something nasty to say about it, but I don't comment on this or say anything negative about this because you don't know what you're talking about. You're naive at best, ignorant at worst, about this destroying the environment. Because I'll tell you what, everything we do has an effect on the environment. And if you get the Al Gore types flying around on their G4s or G7s or whatever to go to all these green conferences telling us all what we should be doing while they're burning more fuel in 1 year than jet fuel than the rest of us would in multiple lifetimes, you know what, that just doesn't really play with me. And the hypocrisy is not lost on me either. You know, the truth of the matter is this, is that I'm putting a small amount of used motor oil on it and on a piece of wood that I've completely processed myself. No gas, heavy equipment, I mean, apart from a tiny little mouthful of chainsaw gas was burnt doing this. No, it was never on a truck. It was never in a sawmill being powered by coal. I mean, you got to look at the big picture. So to make a comment on some guy that wants to help preserve a little bit of wood, a fence post with a tiny little bit of motor oil, well, it's just simply naive and it's wrong. But motor oil is a great preservative for ground contact. Now you can see, once we get it in the ground, we'll be able to get a funnel and pour motor oil into that center of that column. And that we'll fill it up, and then we can do that, you know, once a year or so, or whenever, you know, maybe whenever I change oil in a car, you know, I'll go out there and pour a little bit in there. That's going to continue to permeate this post and soak into the wood and help preserve it from the inside out. Man, just thinking about that, the modern environmental movement just makes me so angry. I was reading a story, the hypocrisy and the elitists, these self-appointed environmental spokesmen telling the rest of us what we should be doing and what a true environmentalist looks like. I'm more environmentalist than than 100 of them put together, and I'm putting motor oil on a fence post. I was reading this morning a story in Drudge, I think it was Leonardo DiCaprio was someplace in Europe or receiving some award, and he was up for an environmental award. So what did he do in the middle of this shindig that they were doing? He gets on his private jet with his entourage, flies all the way across country to receive an environmental award in his private jet, and then goes back, you know, and telling the rest of us what we should be doing and how bad we all are compared to him and his ilk, and then gets back on his private jet and flies back across the country burning more fuel to receive this other award. And I don't begrudge them. I don't care that they have private jets. If they've earned it, I'm all for it. That's good for them. I have no ill will. That's not what it's about. It's not jealousy. But I don't like the hypocrisy. I don't like these people telling me, behaving like that, and then telling me what I should be doing. You know, that just doesn't. No one likes that. That's why they're falling out of favor. That's why people are not listening to them anymore, waking up and seeing them for the charlatans that they are. All right, it's looking good. Motor oil is a good wood preservative. All right, I'm going to put this last coat on here, and I'm going to go make this video for you guys. I'll put another 2 or 3 on there. And the next one, hey, Jackers, you ready to put this thing in the ground? Yep. We'll go put it in the ground.